Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a haul video because we all love to hate these, and because obviously, I mean, you guys know I have a chronic condition. I get migraines, and I'm a person who loves hobbies. I have a lot of them. I enjoy them. They fill a lot of my free time, but obviously those two things don't combine, and I can't do one when I have the other. And I have noticed over the years that when I'm not able to fulfill my hobbies, I pad them out by buying things that I shouldn't. So I'm well aware of my flaws and my shopping issues and what I swap things for, and I'm alright with it. I never buy too much, I never buy more than I can, and that's the main thing to watch out for. So I do have a haul. Obviously I am prefacing this with the fact that my low buy didn't go very well the last few months, and I have quite a few things in this haul. Only a small amount of colouring supplies. I've got some books and some supplies here. Quite a bit of knitting stuff, some cross stitch stuff, yeah I know, and some diamond painting stuff. As always, we'll start with the colouring stuff because that is mainly what people are here for, and hopefully you will stay for my other bits and pieces. So let's get started. This guy. So I have been having a love affair with Matchstick Mouse for quite some time now. I have all of his Matchstick Mouse books. Love these, and I think this is actually my favourite to date, which is saying something, and quite impressive. So I do have Morgan O'Brien's Matchstick Mouse, a cookbook colouring book that just recently came out. I'm thinking I'd probably do a proper flip of this because it's just too cute not to, and I'm really hoping to get some pages done in here soon. This one is an absolute beauty. Something about a cute furry animal added to food creates the perfect combination, and they're too cute. I love the size of these. They really work with the amount of time that I have free because I do work full time. They are on Amazon print paper, but for me, I've found my way around that by adding an alcohol marker base under my pencils so that I have to put less layers down, and you know, I get the results that I want to, so I'm quite happy. So have that book, love that book, absolutely. Oh, I'm standing near my stand and it's wobbling my, that won't do. In fact, I'm going to pause you and move that. Feel like that would have got annoying otherwise. I did pick up Kerby Rosanes' Dark Fairytales. This is his new colouring book, and I really wasn't sure about this one. I went back and forth. It's super my scene. Is the dark gothic kind of pictures. I am bad for not really colouring Kerby real often because they're so detailed and they take quite a bit of time to do the pages, but it's on nice paper and they're never super expensive. They're available on Amazon, so I pre-ordered it anyway because I just wasn't sure and thought I'll just wait and see. And to be honest, it's come and I love this thing. Absolutely just adore. Wonderful, gorgeous, 100% yeah for me, this one. New favourite, I reckon. Super glad that I did grab this in the end. And of course I watch My Colourful Country Life and her pages on this, and just absolutely amazing, and it's definitely helped me decide that this is something that I do want to colour and keep. So love that one, glad to have that one as well. From there, I did pick up one of RJ Hampson's new Tiny Tales books. He has a volume 1, volume 2. I got volume 1, and as you guys know, I love a pocket size book as much as the next person. This one, each book is different. This one has birds, bugs, bees, blooms, animals and snail. and it is essentially, if I get this right, just a compilation of the little images that are always on the back of the page, with his little titles. I'm not sure about this one. I feel like I prefer a page that is a little story in itself. I get where he's coming from, that these are, you know, just little doodles built in on a page, but I'm not sure. I think I'll be able to just make them little separate vignettes, but these pages here, where they're just, you know, almost for practice, I'm not sure about that. They're just like collections of things on a page. I'm undecided, you know, like this. I'm not sure. This is more like one of those doodle books, I think, where when you've got 5 minutes and you just want to pick something and practice that one thing. I mean, it might make for good instruction for colouring small items on a page, you know, like if you want to colour birds and you want to practice. As a practice book, it might be good. And these I love. It's just the little bits and pieces on the page I'm not sure about. And I love his books, his big books, but I'm not sure. I mean, the images are like super cute. It's just, I'm not sure. Need to try and make pages from them, I think, is what I need to do. So I've got that one. And then the final book I picked up, and I've been waiting for this for some time. I always buy Joseph Catimbang. He's one of my must buys. If you've seen my must buy illustrators video, he's right in there. So mythographic Dragonspell was an automatic pre-order. I wasn't too sure when he arrived. But then, you know, you start to stare at the pages and you start to get ideas for them and colours pop into your head. And no, I think I do actually really like this one. I love the theme. I do like dragons. I've not coloured many, but I do enjoy them when I do. So just super different. His artwork's just always amazing. There's just so much going on. These are like, he's a Kerby to me. It's you've got to invest that amount of time to these, and yet I always really enjoy them when I do and love how they come out. So that is a beautiful new book to add to my collection. Happy to have it. I then did pick up a pack of the pastel supertips. I saw these on Colourfully Optimistic, Corey's channel. I know she's working with crayolas now, and I saw that she had this set. I'm pretty sure it was Corey's channel. I'm sure it was Colourfully Optimistic. And I think she even has a crayola channel now where she just works solely in crayola. And I don't ever use water-based markers, but I thought this might be nice for some of the background techniques that you can do where you draw out, you know, splodging some watercolour. So I did grab those to try. We will see. They were only cheap, so no fail. I did get sent the Ohuhu Halawa pencils, the 72 set, and you can check out my video on that on the channel. So I do have the Ohuhu Halawa pencils in my collection now. See video below. I'll pop it in the comment in the description box for you guys. And finally, colouring related, I did get myself a pencil case from Amazon. to upgrade my Derwent Chroma floor. I'm a lovely lady, Christine. She bought me the 150 set of Chroma floor because she's just an amazing, beautiful lady. And I love these. I'm in love with these. I've been using them quite a bit, and they needed a pencil case. They just needed a pencil case to complete them. I do also have the 72 and a 24 set. I've kept both of those for spares because I really do and have been enjoying using these. I've used them on a few pages lately. They're beautiful. I'm trying to decide whether I've just put one of my pencils in the wrong spot, if I'm missing a pencil. So I did grab a case for that. You guys know I love these open zipper cases. I just leave them unclosed like a book for use, and I stick a little label on the back of them. So that is that. Finally, I suppose you could or could not count this. I did buy this a wonderful Encounter sticker book. It's got 24 patterns in it. I picked this up from Temu when I was getting, my husband wanted some hobby bits. He paints Warhammer and Blood Bowl models, and I just saw this should I say, and it did intrigue me enough to grab it for my what's the word? my journal, my colouring journal that I've made. It's just got lots and lots of different like singles on forever, different pieces of stickers. So yeah, I did get that. From there we're into my cross stitch stuff that I got. Oh no, hang on, one more thing for colouring. I did buy a little while ago the 20 set of pastel tempera paint sticks. I really enjoyed working with them, and when I had a look, they had the 30 original colours. I think you can get this in a 32 as well, I'm not sure the difference, but the 30 set has 17 classic, 1 pastel, 6 neon, 6 metallic, and of course the classic are really good. The pastel is the white, neon and metallic not so much, but this was really inexpensive, so I did grab this, and I've been loving working with the tempera paint sticks for backgrounds. There is a video on these up on the channel showing, reviewing, demoing, and I'll link that in the description box below as well. So I did grab those. Trying to wade through my things. So what I also got is some cross stitch stuff. Cross stitch is super new to me. I wanted to have a play and a try, and I have been really enjoying it, so I bought some bits and pieces. First of all, the cross stitch kits. I just got some cheap ones from Amazon and Temu. I got this little bull in the barrel, super cute. They all come with all their threads, a couple of needles, and they'll all have a couple of different bits, and they do have the material with them. These are all printed cross stitch because I'm a super beginner. I bought this Sea View Girl, which is a Joy Sunday. These are, I'm not sure about this one, but this is an 11 count, which means you use 3 strands, and it's a 34 by 43 centimeters. I saw this on someone's channel, can't remember whose, but it was just so pretty, so I got that one. And the other Joy Sunday that I got was this butterfly beauty, again an 11 count with 3 strands, 52 by 68 centimeters. Again a Joy Sunday, and this beautiful lady. I picked up this, these are from Temu, an 11 count 40 by 50 cross stitch kit, and just super liked her. If she comes out anything like, I'll be amazed, but I thought it was worth a play. Again, these all come with, I'll show you in this one, all of their threads, and you usually get a couple of needles and a couple of bits and pieces and your fabric. I did also get this cute beauty here. They all have their, these are from Temu, and they have their cords on, so that's the kit number for this one. Hold that for you in case you're wanting to put that into Temu. I know people like to get ideas from these videos. This one just thought was super, love that steampunk. Again, if that turns anything out like at 40 by 40, we will see. One over 11 count. That is the cord. I have not tried these kits. I don't know what they're like. I will keep you updated, of course. And then finally, can't remember now whether I got this one from Temu or Amazon. Might have been Amazon, this one. This is, so that will be the cord for the kit. It's a 36 by 46 11 count, and again, just thought that was super cute. This one is cookbook cross stitch, and they just all come in their little bags with all the bits and pieces that you technically need to, you know, if you were to buy, like say this kit, it's got everything you need in the little kit to have a go and try. Obviously, if you've never ever stitched before, there's loads of YouTube videos you can watch for like tips and instruction. That tends to be what I do with any new hobby. And they've got all the threads. You do need to separate these, and if you're really unsure, I definitely watch something that explains like 11 and 14 count and the different stitches before you start. Just spend a few minutes learning that before you dig in. It can help you not make any mistakes. The printed kits, I think, are easier for a beginner. You can get just the counted kits, so there's no printing on the canvas itself. You just count your stitches from a pattern. Now you might prefer that, but I figured I'll work my way up to something like that, I think. The other bits and pieces that I got cross stitch related, let's see now. So this is the cute little kit that I've been working on that I also got. This is, so as an example, you get the fabric, you get 2 needles. This is separate, but I did get all my threads with my kit. This is like the little kit I've built. You guys know what I'm like. I like you will get your picture. So this guy, my kissing bowls, this is the cord. This is from Amazon, this one. So you'll get your picture. You will get your printed pattern on a sheet as well as on your canvas, so that you can compare and check. You will get your legend, like with your diamond paintings, and they will always say like this is a fully cross stitch kit, so they'll tell you stitches and they're usually separated. So this says cross stitch and cross stitch, which means it's all a cross stitch on this kit. There's no half stitches, part stitches, or lining. Got some tips. You must not get this wet. That's the end of life. It'll be gone. It washes off. That's kind of the whole point. This is my first one, so I've not tested how well that works yet. Like I said, I always keep you apprised of my new hobbies, and I will update you on how things are going as we go along. And this is all the codes, and then this is your DMC number and a little bit of an actual colour to help you somewhat. And then you tend to get a little sheet of kind of tips, instructions, different stitches. This is why I was saying this is easier if you watch a video of some helpful person explaining things, but it does tell you like how to break up your strands for your different counts, how to work the printed cloth, and how to select your threads, and even a little bit of info on how to work on unprinted cloth, because they always advise you start from like you work out your middle, start from there, and then cleaning and maintenance and what to do with it afterwards, which is awesome. So leading on to the bits that I bought this I think they're called a Q-snap, little snap-on frame. So you get basically plastic pipe, and then the 4 pieces and the pipes just join into each other as a corner frame. You wrap your canvas round it, and then you add your clips on, and it gives you this nice framed piece to work on in quite an inexpensive manner, so that you can sit with your cross stitch piece in hand. So I got that. I did buy some of these. Now I have some old threads and they're on bobbins, so I have quite a lot of thread like sat around from other hobbies back in the day. I keep everything. I'm just a total hobby hoarder, and not to worry, you don't need anything. You get your threads and they're on little cardboard sheets ready to go. But I just really wanted to add my threads to some of these, can't remember what they called them, but they're essentially just bobbins, sort of, and instead of winding, the new fancy cross stitch way to do everything is to pop them onto these little pieces. You can get super expensive versions of these. They're laminated resin pieces with room for stickers and things. I bought a pack of 100 in wood that was just a super cheap version, because you know, I was happy with that. It comes with this big ring. Obviously this is the kit that I'm working with now, and then I've got spares. And what I've done with mine is, as well as the number system for my kit, what I can do later is then just remove this when I'm finished if I've got thread left, and just keep the DMC number and start adding a collection together. A lot of people say it's better this way because your string doesn't get the kinks of bobbins, so we'll see. But definitely for working on my project, I've found it easier that way. I then purchased a couple of thimbles from Temu. These were, because you get the gold ones with the sets and things, the metal ones, and they're too tight, they're uncomfortable. But after you've been working a while, I can finally see the use for these, of how sore your finger gets. So these were a little bit bigger and they're just a softer version. So I just picked up a 2-pack of those. They're super cheap on Temu, as is everything. I bought one of these clips as well. So the idea of this is when you roll your canvas up to pop away, you just pop a clip over it and it'll just hold it, stop it unraveling. So I did buy that for when I'm like you know, popping one aside and out of the way. I did find it quite useful until I got this for holding them steady and still. And then the final cross stitch item that I got were these, and I just wanted to warn you off these. These are needle threaders and they're shockingly bad. I've already had a refund. They do fall to bits, they're total crap. So just stick with those little you know, either I actually like these ones. These are super good as a needle threader. Your thread goes through, you pull it through the needle sideways and you've threaded your needle. Some people don't need a needle threader, some of us do. I also don't mind the ones that are just a little piece of wire and your thread goes through and pull through, but would highly not recommend bothering with these things. The idea with these is you pop your needle through the top, push this through, pop your bit of if you can even see, pop your bit of thread on that needle piece that sticks out, release, and it has threaded your needle, and then you have to pull your needle and all the thread up and back through and out, and generally any kind of pressure and this thing just falls to bits. So I did get a 2-pack of those, and just really felt the need to let you guys know that I think they're horrendous, and I only kept them to show you guys. So there's that. So definitely a very new to me hobby that I'm really enjoying. As you can see, I've not got super far, and I am enjoying I don't, they call it, it's a certain technique and they call it something, but you kind of keep all your threads working. I'm not sure how well this kit is going to turn out. It's only a cheap one, and obviously you can see the colours are a bit crazy, but for practice I'm enjoying myself and I'm making progress. This is supposed to be the bow. It's a white background. I made a slight mistake just here where I was only holding 2 threads instead of the 3 that it's supposed to be for 11 count. That's all I was saying. Do watch the video, guys. So it looks a little bit thin here, but I wasn't about to start all over again. But yeah, you can see everything is a little cross shape stitch. You want to always go the same way. So if you wrap bottom left to top right, and then bottom right to top left second, always wrap the same way, so you get a really nice uniform stitch that all looks the same. You don't want to be going both ways. It messes up the look of it. But I think they're just the perfect, you know, cheap kits to practice and play on before, while you're deciding how much you enjoy it and if it's a hobby to stay or not. So yeah, that is all that. And then, because, you know, even though the idea is it's not quite a hobby to stay yet, my friend did mention that Temu were selling these, I know, I always run before I can walk, these stands. I'm just gonna lift up to show you this. I've laid my stand down because it's too big, and it's a desktop stand that sits up. I built this thing, well done me, from very little instruction. And of course it is one of those very, very cheap but quite good actually, little you know, you wrap your cloth onto this piece, and then again it has the pieces that clip over the top and bottom of this, and it gives you a tabletop cross stitch piece. It's got the, don't know if I can, let's write it down. It's got the piece on the top that the idea is you can stick your pattern to this, and I grabbed that when she was showing me while it was cheap and they had one. I did, and now I need somewhere for it to live. So there is that. That is now all my cross stitch stuff that I collected. And then of course you guys know I'm super into my knitting lately, and I have bought more bits and pieces for that. So for a start, I saw a couple more packs of super cute cross stitches. These are just plain little beads. I picked these up from Amazon. I got 2 packs of those. I've now got enough stitch markers for forever, so I don't need any more of those. I like to I use hobby caddies, so all my hobbies, like I'm a diamond painter, I'm a knitter, I'm not a cross stitcher, let's see, I make wax seals, I quill, I've even done a little bit of cloisonne. I have little caddies for the kits and all the equipment that you need for those. So I did pick up one for my knitting just recently. I get these off Amazon. They're relatively inexpensive, and then, you know, I can pop all my bits and pieces in there. Speaking of, might as well pop this in here while I'm thinking about it. So I did grab one of those. Now, I watch a lot of stuff, and I do like to wind my balls, well, skeins, whatever you call them, you know, yarn ball things that you get. I like to wind mine up into proper cakes, and I did buy this a while ago, and while it's okay, it's fine for small skeins, because you can't put a lot onto this. The minute your ball gets too big, it wraps around the bottom piece here, and it was cheap, but I wouldn't really recommend this for anyone that is using over 50 grams at a time. It really is not useful for anything bigger than that, so you would have to cut your skeins, and I don't want to do that. But you know, the proper kind of fancy ball winders, they're quite expensive, whereas this was like, I don't know, about £12 I think. But eventually I watch, can't remember what channel it is, I think she's called is it Knit Needle Hands, something like that? I'll pop her in the description below anyway. I'll find her. She's she's quite interesting. I like to watch her, and she rolls and raves about the Stanwood yarn winder and this happened. So obviously, because I have a YouTube channel, I have an Amazon.com affiliate account, so an American Amazon affiliate account that accrues not a lot but a little bit of vouchers, and over time I'd accrued nearly $100 on there. And this actually does ship everywhere, so I used my thank you everyone for buying me the Stanwood yarn winder that I've been after. So it's a bigger piece for your cakes, and it's shaped in a way that helps stop your yarn getting tangled underneath. It has this really sturdy threader, and the whole mechanism here is metal, not plastic. This thing is pretty heavy, and what happens when you wind this is you actually have, can you see the second arm that turns around? There's a tiny bit of noise to this, but for what it is, it runs really beautifully quiet, and you just thread through this to this to this, and this will wrap the yarn around your stand in the middle there and create the most beautiful cakes. I've used it quite a few times already, and this thing is amazing. It wasn't cheap. I think it was about £90, including to ship it here, which is actually pretty amazing for what it is. Highly can recommend this one if you're really into your yarn craft and you need a winder. I can see why she raves about this thing. I am very impressed, and it's like one of my little precious items now. So I did purchase that. I did also I got off Amazon a super cheap set of needles in the round, so they're just attached with these little plastic. These were like super cheap, but they've got quite a lot of sizes. They were wood because I can't use the metal. I'm allergic to quite a few of them. They've got the sizes printed on. I wouldn't super recommend this if you already have nice needles. They're quite rough and your yarn really sticks. Now if you're using a really slippy yarn or you like that, you'll probably like these. They're not actually rough to the point where they snag or there's bits or anything like that, like not smooth joins. Everything falls off and onto the needles just fine from the strings as well, which is good. They're just that little bit of a rougher, non-polished texture, so your yarn, if you're working in acrylics like me, doesn't just slide on and off. But I got these as spares and to give me some of the sizes I didn't have, so I don't hate them and I am keeping them, and they were cheap. And then I bought these. So I bought 2 document wallets in a small size because I have put all of my needles that I have into them. I've still got these for now. We'll see. So my wires go in the front, and then I've got these by size. It did take 2 to get all my sizings sorted, but then what you'll see in all that is my needle collection. They do spring out a little bit, but so far I've found that like they're not, you know, falling out of anywhere, and that is working for me holding my needle collection. So there is that. Last couple of things, guys, I promise. I did buy from Amazon, sorry for the noise, some beanie bobbles. So these are little bobbles for, you know, little hats and things. You can use them on the ends of scarves if you like, certain things, but they're mainly, I bought them for beanies. Little pack of 2, 4, 6, 8 different ones here. They are massive, they're super soft. They've got the little bobble in the bottom to attach them to the top of your hat, and yeah, I'm kind of excited about those. I think they've got like I'm not sure what the centre is, to be honest, but they're massive and they will do. So pack of 8 bobbles, quite nice colours, I thought. That'll do. They did have a bright set as well. I have ordered some plastic containers for my yarn to go in, seeing as I have a bit too much for it to be sat out in the air collecting moths. So yeah, if you want any information about anything that I can help you with, just pop it in the comments. Always happy to look up anything you need or answer anything that you'd like to know. I hope you enjoyed the haul. I hope you don't mind that I'm a mixture of hobbies and that you're still enjoying the channel. Any ideas or things you'd like to see, pop them in the comments below. As always, happy to hear requests or thoughts for things. It does help sometimes with my block of what to do with myself, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.